Uncle, not really in the mood to talk. I hope you understand why. I'm just concerned about you. We haven't spoken since everything happened. Just want to make sure you're okay. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Even though Junior wasn't my son, he was still my stepson. So I just kind of needed some space. Just spending time with Tiffany, spending time with my daughter. I understand it must be hard for you. But you also have to remember you weren't blood. I know he was your stepson, but there's an adequate amount of time that you should be grieving. You can't sit around and wallow in your sadness. At some point, you have to move on. And I know it's fresh, but you have your daughter right now. I don't really think I need you to tell me how to grieve. Been through enough grief. I know how this works. After the sermon was presented this week, we briefly spoke about what happened, your situation, and everyone prayed for you, everyone asked for you, everyone hoped that you would come around and, just show your face. It's a community, remember. We're here to build each other up. Well, it's nice that they're asking about me, it's nice that they're concerned, but I think they're the type of people to understand that I won't be showing my face around there for a while. This tragedy has affected all of us. The fact that the killer is still out there, well, just know that the church is home. It's a place where you can openly grieve. You don't have to be by yourself or with that new girlfriend of yours. You can lean on people. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's no shame in crying in front of them. That's what we're all here for. You have a lot of power in this town. A lot of influence, let's put it that way. There's nothing you can do to help Miranda find out who did this, because I can only imagine what she's going through right now. She won't even take Charlotte back from me, not that I'm complaining. But if she's too scared to watch her own kid, that there's no resource that you can give the police or I don't know, a private investigator or anything. Well, don't forget who helped close Miranda's family court case. We helped with that. We did that favor for her, and she didn't care. She didn't want the help, so why would she want the help now? That sarcasm? Let's forget about the favors. Forget about all that pettiness. I'm sure if you had a resource to help Miranda find who did this to her son, she would take it. No, it's not sarcasm. I just know how she reacted when we did the favor for her last time. And it was like pulling teeth to get her to even accept a $1,000 gift card to Bye Bye Baby. But I am always willing to help your baby's mother with anything. I'm a very giving, very, very gracious person. And I'm willing to help her in her time of need. But she would have to come and ask me personally. I don't need to be going through you like a game of telephone. You get what I'm saying? If she'll talk to me about it, then I will bring that up to her. But until then, she hasn't really spoken to me. So I'm just enjoying my time with Charlotte right now through my grief. Brian, sometimes life throws us these curveballs so that we can start over, start fresh. Now would be a perfect time for you to come to the church. You can get paid for it. We can pay you nicely to where you finally belong. And if you bring Charlotte too and have her show up every week, I can pay you extra. Pay your salary in half for her. I don't need your offer of money or anything. Miranda can come work for the church too. Pay her handsomely. And we can just be one big happy family and get through this awful, awful time. If I seem cold, it's just because imagining something happening to a child like that it's heartbreaking. It really is. I don't think Miranda needs the money either, and I don't think you really think she wants to put her face in front of a church and have her daughter out there in the public. She probably doesn't even want Charlotte going to the grocery store, let alone in front of a church, in front of public people. I know you keep hammering home that it's a public place and you want your privacy, and I understand people grieve in certain ways, but The best way to grieve is in a community, a strong community, where we have each other's back, where we look out for one another like a little village. That's what this world is missing, and we have it at the church. My church, our family church, it's one of the safest places that you can be in town. It really is, on any given Sunday, on any given day. It's the safest place in town, huh? Meanwhile, your priest was the one to kidnap. Uncle, be truthful with me. You don't know anything about Junior's murder, correct? I appreciate that you can be forthright with me and that you and I can talk without boundaries. It's a healthy relationship, I would say. But how dare you throw out that sickening accusation? What would make you think something like that? Because it was your priest who kidnapped Charlotte in the first place. And then without a trace, everything gets burglarized from Miranda's home. And then this happens. Who else in this town has the influence and money and power that you do? I take no responsibility for that priest's actions. He fell from grace. He got so far away from God that that's not on me. I cannot control people. And at the end of the day, that priest was just a person acting under his own volition. Frankly, I'm offended that you would throw out the accusation that I would have anything to do with the harm of a child. Who do you think I am? I'm asking you like a man, though. You can be offended all you want. I just needed to ask. Because if you're lying to me about this, you'll wind up with her son. You understand me? I'll make sure of that. I offer you a job. I welcome you into my church. I give you kind words of inspiration to get over your grief. And now you're not only making accusations that I had something to do with your stepson's murder, but now you are threatening me. And here I am just taking it. Correction. You won't wind up with her son. You'll be in hell. And I don't want to have to keep to my word with that. But I hope you're being honest with me. I'm saying this once, and I will never say it again because I don't have to. I have nothing to prove to you. But I would never harm a child. I would never harm anyone. Let's not forget who killed your father by accident and who had to cover up your tracks. It's me. I was the one that bloodied my hands, so don't throw out these accusations just because I'm successful and you think I'm some mafia boss. Alright, well, as far as your offer goes to work in the church, I'm not interested at the moment. And I'm sure as hell positive that Miranda won't entertain that either. But I guess thank you for reaching out. Well, Brian, the offer is always on the table though, okay? I want you to take over. I want Charlotte to take over when you're done. And I want you to run this place with Miranda when she gets over her grief. This could be a whole new life with you. Don't take offense to that I slighted Tiffany or anything like that. I know that Miranda will get through this. I know you will too. And the inspiration that you are going to give the people of my church, my goodness. I know that day has not come yet, but they'll be asking about you. Because your story, Miranda's story, it's unlike anything I've ever witnessed. I know it's a hard time for the both of you, but there's a blessing in this somewhere. Trust me. Yeah.
You know, through all the turmoil, I hope I didn't make you, hate your baby mama.
Don't call her that. You know I hate that term.
I only say that to piss people off. I don't actually mean it. I know her name's Miranda. I'm just trying to keep the mood light, you know? I didn't mean to... Yes, I was honest in what I said about, you know, not being able to say goodbye to your son, but I wasn't trying to, like, bury her. You know what I mean? I was just trying to, like, open your eyes a little bit, put your foot down, take time for yourself.
Melissa, you're still here, right? So how about you just be a little bit respectful of me and stop, like, trying to start things. You got your little comment in about Miranda stopping me from saying goodbye to my son. You got me to stay here and not go see Miranda. So how about you just rest on that and pat yourself on the back a little bit and not start nothing.
You still didn't answer my question, though. I get what you're saying, but I just want to make sure that I didn't make you hate her. Because you shouldn't hate her. That's not my intent.
To answer your question, Melissa, I could never hate Miranda. Do you have a point in what you said? That if it wasn't for her, maybe I would have gotten to stop my son's murder, or maybe I would have at least gotten to say goodbye? Yeah, you have a point there. And I feel that. But I could never hate her. I'm sorry if that disappoints you.
Alright. Just trying to pick your brain. It's not easy. I'm grateful that I'm here. I don't know where you're getting it that I'm not grateful to be here with you. I cherish every moment that I'm in awe of the fact that I'm here. Like, not to put you on a pedestal or anything, but I'm just grateful. I just want to know, like, where do you stand now with Miranda? Like, do you envision yourself still trying to get back with her, even after everything that has happened, even after she has pushed you away, and all of that stuff? Like, I'm just curious, are you even, like, thinking about that?
Right now, Melissa, the only thing that I'm thinking about is Junior. Do you not understand, like, I was his father? You think that I'm thinking about having a wedding with Miranda and being with her? Like, I'm grieving. I have you here because I don't want to be alone.
Okay, I don't mean to offend you, and I'm trying to pick your brain because, you know, you being quiet is hard, and I just want to know what your future holds because I care about you. I wouldn't have, like, stalked you and kept tabs on you if I didn't care about you and if I didn't love you. I know you don't like me saying love, but I said it. I just want to know, like, what you went through with Junior. Horrible, terrible. I feel for you and I wish I could take your pain away. I really do. Where do you stand on having children now? Do you, like, still envision having a family, or has this, like, soured...
How could you be so insensitive at a time like this? This is literally the worst thing that could ever happen to me. I'm sitting here now, thanks to you, thinking about the last time I saw Junior, and I didn't put any weight into my goodbye. Like, yeah, I knew I wasn't going to see him again because of Miranda, but at the same time I thought maybe when he was 16 he would give me a call, or when he turned 20 we would have a few beers together if I could still control my sobriety. But nah, I'm grieving, Melissa.
Alright, I just want to get something straight, Joey, because you're mistaking, like, me being cold, and I'm not being cold. It's just, when we were together, I never spoke about my dad and stuff because of what Miranda did in college and stuff like that, how my family was broken apart. I left my background a mystery to you because it was about us. But I grew up in a household where you would think, because I was an only child, I was a girl, you would think that, you know, they would tell me to express myself. Even, you know, back then, the standards, you know, it's okay to cry, you're a girl, that's not, no. I was treated very coldly, and when bad things happened in my family, we didn't talk about it. We changed the subject and we tried to keep things light. We spoke about our horses, and so I don't want you to mistake, I'm not trying to be cold, or you know.
Alright, well, my mom was the same way as your dad and all that, and I choose as an adult to feel things. I don't want to avoid my sadness. I want to actually just sit in it and deal with it. That's how I dealt with wanting to drink again. That's how I deal with most of my mental health stuff.
I don't want to hide it and pretend that I'm happy. So I don't know how you're dealing with it, but we're not dealing with it the same. Okay, but like you're not like hearing me. Also, like I asked you a question and you totally like either blocked it out or ignored it.
What do you want to talk about at a time like this?
I asked you if you were still considering having more children. Like, are you completely against it now because of what happened, or do you still, like, envision yourself doing that?
Did you really just ask me that? About having more kids after I just lost my son? That's not bottling up emotion and like being tough and like, oh, I'm just trying to stay strong and keep a light conversation. No, that's some psychopath stuff. Like, you're not showing empathy right now.
That's the way you perceive it, but that's not the truth. You need to understand, Joey, that when we broke up and you went your separate ways and called me crazy and this and that, and I revengefully got with your brother and stuff, I still wanted to be with you. From the second that we broke up, like, no matter how much I denied it, I wanted a family with you, Joey. I wanted multiple children with you. And then, like, I went away for the credit card fraud, and I went to prison and dealt with that and all these other things. And throughout the whole time, Joey, not in an obsessed way, but I still envisioned that life for us. I still loved you, and I still love you. So the fact that I went through all of that, and now, you know, I am in your house. I am at your table. I am with you. I am a little excited. I know that the circumstances are very terrible right now, and I feel for you. I do. But I also can't put myself in your shoes. I'm not as sad as you. I'm just so grateful to be with you because I missed you. You are the only person I have in my life.
There's nothing for you to be excited about, though. I told you that you're here not in a romantic way. Frankly, I don't know if you spiked my Mountain Dew at my sister's wedding, but I'm too weak right now. I'm putting all my weaknesses into just you. You're my one vice right now. The fact that you're in my house is better than me drinking my sorrows away. So, you didn't achieve anything by being in my house. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we're not together. I'm not looking at you romantically, so please don't do what you always used to do and like envision a future for us, because it's off the table. And you know what? To answer your question, Melissa, I lost my son. And I've been through hell with you and kids and all that. I'm never having children again. Ever. It's off the table. I had one son. And before that, Miranda had a lot of failed pregnancies. Those are my kids too. So no. To answer your question, I am against having kids for myself ever again. I'm gonna put all my efforts into my tattoo career, and hopefully I don't have a bad night where I don't want to survive. And that's it. That's how I'm gonna live my life, Melissa. But right now I'm grieving.
That's like disappointing. I know you have your read. You know what? Maybe we should be talking about this. Maybe this is one of those periods in time where emotions are so high and fresh that you can't make rational decisions. And I shouldn't have even brought it up. I am sorry.
Miranda, sweetheart. Miranda. I know I should have been giving you more updates on Charlotte, but I didn't want to bother you. I know that your voicemails and your text messages are probably collecting dust, and I understand why. So I'm just calling to let you know that she's okay. She's safe. I got 1 million nanny cams in my house. I changed the locks for a 3rd time. I added locks. Added a new gate outside. No one's getting in my house. No one's coming near your daughter. Our daughter. I also called because I want to make sure you're okay. You know, I haven't spoken to you since the funeral, and that wasn't even really a chat. I know you must be heartbroken, but I also know you're alone. And you don't have to be. I'm sure everyone in your family continues to tell you that, but I know no words can help you right now. I just know there's people that care about you. And you have Charlotte. I don't know what we're doing about her, Miranda. You know, every day that I'm with her like this, I'm getting attached. And I want to keep her. And I know that one day, when you feel right, you're coming back for her. And I don't know. I just hope you're okay. That's all. I don't mean this in a romantic way. I just feel like I need to say it, okay? I love you, Miranda. And you are loved. So, take care of yourself. Call me back if you want.